Hey everybody, Want to Wisdom here, back part 39 of our Skylanders Giants Blind playthrough. Kind of going through getting the characters introduced in case we need to use them, and primarily because we've got Hothead. Speaking of that, we're almost to that point. It almost makes sense to do him right after Eruptor, but I'm not going to do that. We're going to stick to the order we unboxed them. So we'll back out of there. Before we do, though, I want to take a look at the collections here. 36 Skylanders, but water element, we've got 4. You can see Chill, Series 1 Gilgrunt, which I registered him to confirm that the Heroic Challenge will not come up. You actually have to go through the Series 2. And then Legendary Slam Bam, so 1, 2, 3, and 4 with Chill. I'm actually now going to introduce Series 2 Slam Bam, his standard form. And it'll obviously bump our total to 5, but I don't know that it's going to increase our elemental power, you know. That said, we'll kind of keep tabs, just, you know, watch the upper right hand corner when we do that. But we'll back out of here. We will pull Light Core Eruptor. Actually, he was pretty impressive in his challenge. And we will put Slam Bam Series 2.
Armed and dangerous.
I changed his voice up a little. Okay, so nothing. Let's go ahead before we do anything else. Let's just go back to collections. So we're up to 37 now. We got 5. But while it is crediting us for Slam Bam that you see right here, Series 2 Slam Bam, no increase in the elemental power. And obviously no Heroic Challenge because Legendary Slam Bam unlocked that. So in theory, you know, if you're trying to complete everything in the game but not have the expense, you know, I don't know, say that you liked the Legendaries or something, Legendary Slam Bam counts towards your elemental power and unlocks the Heroic Challenge, just like if we would have put Series 2 Slam Bam on first. So that may be something to keep in mind. But Legendary Slam Bam, I feel like he was the, you know, Jet Vac doesn't look bad and Igniter doesn't look bad. I don't know that it's that Legendary Slam Bam looks bad aesthetically. This is mainly solely in regards to the coloring, but I just think that Series 2 Slam Bam that you see here looks so much better, you know. I guess we'll just leave it at that. Anyway, here's a good look at him. Obviously his slogan is armed and dangerous. I don't know what his speed is. Eruptor's was 35, and he's just insanely slow out of the box. Slam Bam feels much faster, as does Stump Smash. But here's a good look at him. Again, he's everybody's favorite Ice Yeti. He's also my nephew's all-time favorite Skylander. That's why in some of the battle stuff, if you paid attention, you probably noticed that, you know, Slam Bam was used a lot. That is why. But nonetheless, we'll come in here.
Looking good, I think.
Yeah, I have to agree with him. He didn't technically really have a voice, kind of like made noise, kind of like Prison Break last time, but this one isn't horrible. I mean, it's not like totally off key or anything. But we'll take a look at these stats. Max health 310. Again, that's big because level 10 he'd be at 620. Very, very strong in terms of health. Speed 35. So it is actually the same as Eruptor. The thing is, he just feels faster right out of the box. Armor 30. Critical hit 10. Elemental power 39. Again, that's because we've got 4 registered, I guess, in water element. We'll go ahead now, take a look at his upgrades. His primary attack, which is very powerful, is Yeti Fist. Throw powerful punches with all 4 fists. Next up is the Ice Prison. Hold B and then release to summon an Ice Prison that will trap enemies. First upgrade, 3 is a charm. Have up to 3 Ice Prisms active at once. Arctic Explosion. Ice prisons explode and damage nearby enemies. Yeti Ice Shoe Slide. I actually kind of like this. It does make him just having that extra little speed really makes a difference. Press Z to slide across the ground and hold Z to travel farther. Ice Knuckles punch attacks do increase damage. Now you get to the point where you pick a path. You either go primary or secondary. I want to highlight this. Blizzard Battle Armor is the last upgrade on the primary path. This is the sole reason. I actually kind of thought it would be, you know, more like just in-your-face brawler, but the big reason for me picking this path initially was he got Blizzard Battle Armor. That's obviously what you see featured on the Series 2 pose, both Standard Slam Bam and Legendary. It looks awesome. You know, that said, we'll take a look at it. You get brawler combos right off the bat. Press AA, hold B for Ice Hammer, and press AA, hold Z for Spinning Fist. That one is very effective. Then, second upgrade is punch attacks do even more increased damage with the Ice Mace. I mean, when you go down this path, he's just a beast, you know, with anything that gets close to him. And then the thing is there, when you get that, I think it was like, what, plus 40 or something crazy? They did it with a few of them, you know, Igniter, Prism Break, Dino Ring. I think they all kind of had this. I think Bash, too, with his Horn Guard. A couple of the Skylanders got this mixed in, and I mean, anytime I saw that, that was pretty much, you know, a shoe-in for what I'm going to do. But that said, secondary path is Deep Chill Ice Coffin. Ice Prison damage enemies trapped inside them. Then Glacier Tactics. Ice prisons travel further and faster. Can ice slide for longer too. That sounds pretty cool. And then Work of Ice Art. Ice prisons last longer and are more resistant to attacks. I just had a bunch. I thought it was text, but I guess it was emails. Since it's 4:30 a.m., that's probably like people in Australia or something. So shout out to everybody across the pond and the ocean and around the world. But anyway, his Soul Gem, which a lot of people bash Slam Bam for this, but the Soul Gem is Yeti Cooling Factor, increased coolness, and can surf faster. You know, it's kind of one of those ones that's not really like a attack or an upgrade of sorts. I actually thought it was pretty cool. The goggles were kind of neat, and then the fact that he could surf a little quicker, you know, came in handy from time to time. Particularly, you know, like exploring the Core of Light area. Now, though, what is super cool with Series 2 Slam Bam, aside from the awesome repos, is his Wow Pow power, Slay Me. Hold Z to take a ride on a powerful ice sleigh. You need the Yeti Ice Shoe Slide upgrade. This is going to be really cool. As you can see in that picture, it's kind of hard to make out, but like down in the middle, I'd point at the screen, but you can't see me, you know. It's honestly a sleigh, and I mean, that's going to be awesome. I'm looking very forward to that one. That's actually why, you know, I kind of wanted to use him in Chapter 5 along with Chill. I wasn't going to just, you know, ditch Chill, but I wanted to use both of them. But nonetheless, Slam Bam is a great character, extremely powerful. The cool thing about him getting a re-release is those that, you know, couldn't afford or could never find Empire of Ice, which, bear in mind, was a complete pain to find up through like, what, August or something, you know. Finally get a chance to experience Slam Bam, and I mean, he's a great character, totally unique. Granted, now Chill has, you know, kind of similar things with, you know, like the ice walls and stuff, but you know, she can't catch people as far as I know in them, which that comes in very handy. It's almost, you have to realize Slam Bam's kind of suited up to be like a brawler, close quarter type character, but as he approaches enemies, he can use the ice prison almost as a projectile and then just go in and eradicate an area. And then if he gets ambushed while he deals with that, you know, I mean, it's just go ahead, you know, get close up with him if you want to. But very well balanced, very unique, and like I said, my nephew's favorite. So actually one of mine, probably up there, probably number 2, you know, definitely in the top 5, but like I said, probably right up there behind Tariff and overall. That said, we're gonna quit yakking, we'll take a look here. There's the punch. You can actually kind of do the combos right off the bat. You know, the ice prison, you can see there, it's actually got pretty good range on it. But like I said, just picture yourself and there's like some, I don't know, Cyclops spinners or something coming. You can actually imprison them. Sometimes you can actually get two, but then you just walk up to them and, you know, bust everything. So, I do plan to use Slam Bam in the primary playthrough. My secondary file I'm doing on hard mode, primarily just in case there's like some massive glitch. That way if something happens, I'll, you know, like know ahead of time, and then in that one I can rectify it, and then we'll just play from there. That way there won't be like that awkward lull the Weapon Master caused last time. But,
ready for more training?
you know,
All right,
I'll use Legendary Slam Bam in that one. I'd like to have them fully upgraded. I mean, ready to fully upgrade, you know, for those videos later on. So, sadly, you know his heroic challenge now because we've already done it with Legendary Slam Bam. But nonetheless, it's pretty fun. Chemical Cleanup. There it is. Chemical Cleanup. Score points by destroying barrels of the right color. +5 elemental power. I just played this one a little earlier tonight with Jetback. So basically what you do, the big barrels change your color, you get +5 you know, points, and then you break barrels of the same color, and then say that you run out of green and there's some yellow barrels, you actually have to hit a big barrel to change colors and then get points for those. So probably sounds complicated when you see it in the video. It's, you know, pretty simple.
Ugh.
The big thing here a lot of people forget is that water element Skylanders don't actually have to use the teleporters. They can actually, you know, go through the water.
I know, it's complicated. Anyway, take out the big barrels to change slime types, and then nail all the little barrels to that same color. Then you should be fine, provided you take a long shower when it's all over.
3, 2, 1, go!
Alright. Like I said, I mean, you can literally, you know, just come out here, you know.
Color changed.
We'll go ahead, we'll start with green. Oh, that was not something I planned to do. Anyway, I think we'll be okay. Now we'll switch to yellow.
Color changed.
And as you can see, +5 when we got that big barrel. Getting really tired, and again, it's, you know, nothing against the game. It's just that, you know, it's almost 5 a.m. So main thing, you know, walk around and try to pick up as many as possible and change your colors. See, I mentioned you have to use the bombs with some characters. I think Eruptor and Whirlwind can get them that way, but Slam Bam can freeze them, so keep that in mind. I think there's some more, I don't want the teleporter. Now we'll switch out to blue.
Color changed. We're halfway there.
I'll just keep going with the blue theme.
You'll need to change slime color to use that teleporter.
That was actually pretty finesse on Slam Bam's part. Yeah, I always worry about that close quarter stuff, but he took out the 3 blue barrels without hitting the big yellow one. So.
Almost made it.
You'll need to change slime color to use that teleporter.
One color.
Switch to green here.
Changed.
Let's see if we can break them with the... Well, oh well. Figure it out some other time.
Wrong color.
Let's go ahead and switch so we'll for sure get it. Let me kill him. Not that guy. Alright, now we will get back to what's important, which is punching this thing.
Heroic challenge complete.
So there you go.
Excellent job.
Obviously you can finish it a little quicker. I kind of wanted to get the XP just since it's there.
You did it! Now enjoy this reward.
Alright, so, no, we do not. Heroic Challenger completed. Not quite sure what that's in relation to. Like, I don't know if that's specific for the character or for, you know, it'd be nice if they explained it. But since this is a short video, let's just take a look at it.
I don't like numbers.
That's great. Okay, complete 2 more quests to reach the next rank. So, I don't know if it's his challenge specifically, or I think when I did Gilgrunt, I took him through. This is while the videos were editing earlier. I think he got the same quest button when he completed Slam Bams. But anyway, I'll kind of figure that out as we progress. Hopefully they'll kind of elaborate on it once it's completed or something. But there's Slam Bam again, my nephew's favorite, one of my favorites. His Series 2 repos is awesome. He is available also in the Legendary 3-pack, which is probably to date the best triple pack you could get. I realize a lot of people aren't fans of like the Legendary color schemes overall, but standard Series 2 Slam Bam looks awesome, you know, and kind of like the transparent blue, the white Yeti fur, and then the Blizzard battle armor is done up in silver. You know, you can see it in the unboxing video, but they did a great job on this one. But same old Heroic Challenge, really not much change, just a couple of the enemies. And you know, once you've kind of, I guess, you know, if you haven't played it before, you know, a time or two through it, you shouldn't have too much trouble with that one. And it's one of those ones, the upgrades, they really don't matter. I mean, sometimes you could maybe run into trouble with some of them, but you know, box stock Skylanders can get through it okay. So nothing too major there. But again, questions or comments you can feel free to ask here on YouTube. For a much quicker response, I recommend you use the blog oneofwisdom.blogspot.com. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. As always, thanks for watching, and we will catch you back for part 40 of our Skylanders Giants blind playthrough.